Right, so the story breaks down like this: these guys go in and move into a house. They don't pay the rent, and then the landlords can't get them out, and so the landlords get all big, mad, and butthurt because they agreed to indemnify the banks from losses, and then they get all upset that the system is screwing them because they won't evict all these people that aren't paying any rents. All right, let's hash this out. You borrow a bunch of money from bankers. The bankers actually own that house. You're just the sucker that paid way too much for that property, and so now you get to eat this. They don't give a fuck about you. You understand, right? I mean, you understand the bankers just want you to indemnify them. They're not going to lose any money on this transaction. You making money on the property is like a serendipity. They don't care if you make any money. What they want you to do is they want you to pay the taxes. They want you to pay the insurance, and they want you to make the payments on the interest. That's all they give a shit about. They don't care about whether you make any money, right? So the landlords that buy some of these houses, because I hear some of these numbers, and I've done videos on this, you can go back and look them up, and I've broken these goddamn numbers down. None of these numbers make any sense, that with these people paying these ridiculous sums for these properties to make not very much money off of them. And they get all upset when someone screws them and doesn't pay rent, like, dude, what did you expect? Well, I expect people to be honorable. No, what you expect is someone to pay more for the property than the utility value. You weren't willing to pay that much money, but you want somebody else to pay more for it? Are you serious? Come on. This is like the reason in the landlord business, if you're actually going to be in the rental property business, you buy low. You buy it at the wholesale rate. Last I checked, $400,000 for a fucking 322 is not wholesale. Okay, I don't give a shit what market you're in. Okay. Like, dude, come on. So these guys get all upset about this stuff. These landlord bros get all pissed off about it, and they're like, they think that they're being victimized by this. Dude, you're not being victimized by it. You agreed to indemnify the banks from losses. You were stupid. This is greater fool. This is you. You paid too much money for those goddamn houses, right? And so you end up charging too much money in rents. And eventually people just give up. They say, fuck it, I don't have the money to pay for this anymore. This is the kind of thing that ends up happening, and you get stuck in the middle of it. I'm trying to tell you this. I've been trying to tell landlords this for 10 years now, okay? And it's not just me saying this. Like other professional landlords who got out of the industry have been telling you this for a long time. All you guys that are these mom and pops, and then because they always say, oh well, but I'm just a mom and pop and everything. No, you borrowed a bunch of money from a bank that you had no business borrowing, and the only reason they did it usually is because the underwriter was told, yeah, we need to have the property values in that area because we have risk exposure there. We need to have those values go up. So if we found a sucker who's willing to pay $650,000 for a fucking duplex. Right, that was a real thing, by the way. If you remember, if you've been paying attention, if you followed my work, you know I broke that one down. Big mosquito eaters here and stuff. South Texas. Anyway, so that's the deal. All it did was prop all these values up artificially. That's all that happened with that. So I'm telling all of you landlord bros and you rent seekers, and you got like, dude, you guys should get out of this. One of the very first videos I did, I said, dude, get out of this because your head is on the chopping block. The system is not there to help you. The system is there to get whatever it can out of you. They just wanted your down payment. They just wanted your payments. They want you to go on the hook for ridiculous insurance premiums and interest, on and on and on. All the stuff that we already just talked about. That's what they wanted. They wanted that. You making money is not anywhere on their agenda. They don't give a shit about you. The banker class that runs everything right now in this world, okay, not just the US, but the world, they don't care about you. They never have cared about you, okay? I'm telling you the truth. Get out of that goddamn industry. Get away from it. Get away from the goddamn landlord business, because this is where it's going. And for those of you thinking like, well, no, it'll change. I can get I'll just throw some money at the city council or something like that, because a bunch of you are going to you're going to go to bribery, just like that's what they did in the Soviet system. That's what'll end up happening. Okay, dude, you're small potatoes to them, right? They get more money from other things. They don't care about you. I get no money from this. And by the way, for those of you dumbasses, and I've already covered this before too, who say, "Oh no, well, but if I sell, BlackRock's going to buy it," and then all the small guys are out and everything. Like, dude, who says you have to sell it to BlackRock? Why don't you sell it to somebody who would want to live there? Well, because they can't afford it. That means you overpaid. That means you overpaid. You have no one to blame but yourselves for this. Landlords, dude, we've been over this. We've been over the numbers. The numbers don't fucking lie. Okay? You're paying way too much for all these things, and you're crazy to do it. And by the way, you're crazy to stay in that industry.